Hey there, can everybody hear me? Let me know you're out there. So we finally got to Aruba. So day 2 of the Overfeed experiment recap. I'm here at Starbucks. We got horrible Wi-Fi in our hotel room. So we're coming to Starbucks for that. So just to recap, you saw my morning meals at Starbucks, which weren't much, but I tried to shove them in. So 2 scones, 2 croissants, and then on the plane we didn't sit together, so we couldn't really take any pictures or videos, but it was basically plain food. So it was a bunch of pretzels and cookies and pretzels and cookies and pretzels and cookies and cookies and pretzels, which was fine. So I'm going to post the picture. We just came from one of my favorite Italian restaurants. So imagine this, it's only day 2, but I actually already overdid it. We went to a very fancy Italian place, and the spaghetti meal is $25. I had a double order. So I just ate $50 worth of spaghetti. So I had a $50 pasta meal with extra sauce and loaded with olives. So that was my cheat. With we had some garlic bread with balsamic vinegar and extra virgin olive oil, and of course a few wobbly pops, and I had some sauteed veggies on the side, which really don't count. But so I doubled it up with the pasta. So I'm getting carved up. You're witnessing. I'll post the picture. You'll see a couple of pictures. We'll post it in, if not in a few minutes, then we'll post it first thing in the morning, whatever. We're just on the way back to the hotel now, trying to walk off the food baby. So hopefully I'll be giving birth to that. It takes 9 months, maybe in the next 9 hours. But yeah, that was a double order of pasta. I'll post the picture because I'm trying to give you video proof of the overfeed every single day, so you know I'm not lying about it all. And we'll see what happens. How much is the weight going to go up? How big, fatty is my face going to be? Going to be a big blowfish by the end of vacation? Full of water retention, stick a fork in my cheek and I explode? We'll find out. But so far I don't feel any different, other than that double order of pasta with olives was really hard to get down after not eating a whole lot on the plane. So that's a recap of day 2. We'll post the picture shortly so you can witness it. And then if there's any questions or comments, by all means leave them. I know people were saying, commenting that my croissants and my scones weren't vegan. Well, you got to go and watch the first video before I even started this. I already outlined the parameters for this experiment. I'm not going to worry about ingredients of hypercaloric food. I just won't directly eat animal flesh or dairy, but if it's in some of the foods I'm having to try to keep my calories up for the purpose of this experiment, then so be it. You can't overfeed on broccoli and cauliflower, so I'm trying to keep it real. So that was it. We, like I said, I doubled down on a $25 order of pasta, and I had a double order, so I had $50 worth of pasta, double sauce with olives. It was really quite good, and finished that off. So we're heading back to the room. Food baby to be born in the next little while, and then we'll give you an update on day 3. I'll try to post as soon as possible. It looks like it's shaping up to be day 3. Just might start at Dunkin' Donuts. We're not quite sure yet, but it's shaping up that way. It just depends. So stay tuned. That's day 2. We're starting to get things in gear now for the overfeed. We're settled in our room. Just have to get a car, get to the grocery store. Once we do all that, then I'll definitely be able to load up on some of my favorites, whatever, Pop-Tarts, baked goods, and you know, we'll see how it all unfolds. But I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping you involved as I can. And I wanted to go live from my room as much as possible, but the Wi-Fi absolutely sucks. So we'll see what happens. Is there any questions or comments?
Yeah, you did.
Give me a question.
Says, why did you go vegan? Is just an experiment.
No, the vegan happened way before this experiment.
2 years.
Yeah, you know, I've been whole food plant-based for over 2 years. I even wrote a book about it. But for the purpose of this overfeeding experiment, I'm loosening up on the direct. So it's still a whole food plant-based, but it's a lot of, it's going to be a lot of hyper palatable foods, low fiber foods. So it's going to be really high calorie because I'm trying to see how much weight I can gain in an extended overfeed and then see what it tells me about my metabolism. You have to go back to the very first video and watch the very first video and the weigh-in to see what this is all about. So you want to ask me questions about whole food plant-based, that's for after this experiment. But this experiment is all about getting her done when it comes to eating. So that's what we're doing. We're keeping it real, we're keeping it fun. We're going to post a couple pictures shortly of the dinner we just had. And yeah, that's signing out for the night for day 2. Is there more questions or comments?
Yeah, Alice said not eating plant-based isn't bothering you, question mark. When I switch, it makes me ill. I had that yesterday.
Ange has had a little bit of that experience, but it's because,
the
got a little friend passing by the window.
I'll just show.
Lynn.
Yeah, Alice, I had that yesterday. I had a bit of dairy and it was making me feel sick.
Yeah, I tend to have more cast iron guts because if you read my book, Lean Without Trying, the vegan diet is still 6 days, whole food plant-based, but the 7th day is looser. So I do have a lot of activity there with just eating whatever, but I won't ever, again, directly eat animal flesh or drink dairy or have cheese, whatever. But if it's in a product I'm consuming, then I'm not going to obsess about it. That's the difference. So small vegan, not capital vegan, whole food plant-based. I now know, I know why now T. Colin Campbell said he prefers the phrase whole food plant-based because people tend to lose their minds if you say the word vegan. So I don't know why that is. But the purpose of this experiment, though, is just plain out overfeeding for an extended period so I can teach people that you can train your metabolism and you can enjoy things like extended vacations and not have it ruin all your work. Oh no, all my progress is gone. I hate, I had an ice cream sundae. It's all over, all that work. No, it's not. So for me, part of vacation is enjoying an eating experience. I do it when I'm in Europe. I do it every year in Aruba, but we decided to document it this time as the whole thing. So the weigh-in was a couple days ago before I started. I'm gonna weigh in again when I get back after 17 days, see how much bloat I've gained, how much weight I've gained, how much of a big fat bastard I've become. And then after that, we'll see how long it takes it off. So I'm pretty confident about how this will turn out, but you never know. Question?
Yeah, Olivia, she goes, where are you, Scott? And then, are you training during this experiment?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm training during this experiment. We had requests for me to do resistance band workouts in like remote places. So I did bring all my resistance bands. I'm gonna do Hard Gainer 2.0 workouts. There's a functional training sort of set up right on the beach down from us. I'm going to go in there, and our hotel gym absolutely sucks. So I'm going to take the resistance bands in there and integrate them with the dumbbell workouts. But we're talking only maybe 3 workouts over the course of 2 weeks. So, the most work I'll get is pumping biceps. I'm gonna be pumping barley. Yeah.
And Mark, he said, enjoy your trip and your meal, Scott.
Well, stay tuned, everybody. And if you see people commenting about you're not eating vegan and you're not, update them on it. If they're not following what's going on, at least go back to the beginning and catch up. You know what I mean? You don't watch the last episode of Game of Thrones and trash it if you haven't seen the previous episodes. So this is an ongoing experiment in overfeeding. It's not about the vegan thing right now. It's about overfeeding and seeing what the results or consequences of that are after 2.5 weeks. So stay tuned. We'll post the picture shortly, and we might be in Starbucks for these live ones at the end of each day because, like I said, the Wi-Fi in the hotel sucks. We hope it gets better because I'd love to shoot off our oceanfront room so you can see the Caribbean Ocean with us. But can't really promise you that right now. And okay, we're signing out, and we'll see you all. So this is the end of day 2. Finally arrived in Aruba, cross country from British Columbia to Ontario to Aruba. So we've just been hanging and banging on airplanes, and now we're going to settle in and get into the cool vibes of the Caribbean, and walk the beach endlessly and beachcomb and eat food I won't eat any other time of year and enjoy it. And it's carnival night at the hotel, so we're going dancing. I got to dance off some of this pescetti. So we'll see you all tomorrow.